manage. Oh, I appreciate you every day, bro. It's a whole feeling. Yes, you are. I got both of them. You lie.
Well, I guess you have to do the introduction because people are going to be asking why the Colombian T-shirt.
You're
Okay.
you're Colombian by marriage.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Well, we kind of have. We were just saying, well, guys, hi, how you doing? Welcome again. Today is Sunday. It is 3 p.m. in Ybor City.
Yes.
End of May. Today is the last day of May, and this year is going by so fast. My goodness gracious.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. My name is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, and we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. We were just talking about that with two clients that they rave about the customer service in here. One of them was asking me, How do I do to attract so many people to the shop? That that we offer something completely different to the rest of the industry." And I said, well, it's we concentrate on the experience. We concentrate on the experience. We totally understand that retail it went online, so we have to create an experience here at the cigar lounge that it makes you stand up from your
Stand out.
comfort zone, jump on the car, and come down here to meet great people. To be surprised how much uh, you can enjoy coming to Tabanero Cigars and spending here 1 or 2 hours. So the experience.
It has been a great week. This is probably week number 3 of us, well, you being back full time and me being super hands on with everything, learning the operation and but it's been amazing. Um, it's we're in like a discovery process where we're kind of studying what has been done, what works, what doesn't work as much, and in the process of adjusting things. Devin, thank you so much. Have a great day. But it's we're enjoying it so much, and yeah, it's like seeing the business with new eyes. You know, we just get to spend so much time here and talk to our team. And so how about we go, we take this direction. What do you guys think about this? Or no, let's do this. And being here, seeing the performance and how everything
It's evolving
behaves and
and it's evolving.
evolves
It's evolving.
is quite quite the treat.
It is an extremely challenging restructure because we love coffee. We love coffee. We we grow around coffee. We grow around coffee, and it was a priority here, coffee. And times change. Times change, and we realize that we had to make a decision. We made the decision, um, and in 3 weeks we've been seeing the change how we are going back to choose our clientele, to choose who we want to put 100% elevate the energy. Now the energy is not divided. Now the energy is not, well, let's make sure the coffee is going well. Let's make sure the cigar patrons are going well. No, we're putting 100% of our energy on the cigar patron. This is a really small lounge, and I will keep it like that. We have 20 seatings in here. 20. This is a culture space uh, that is designed for you to enjoy a cigar. This is not a place to anymore to come in and have a conversation over great coffee. This is not a place to come in because the setting and have a good drink. No, this is the place to enjoy a cigar. We've been going through a lot of restructuring. We were advertising, not advertising, we were sharing with whoever comes in of the old, the old ways. So now people are coming in and we have a banner right on front of the coffee
We will
shop.
show it at the end of the
But we have to
live.
remember, we have to remember to show the banner. Um,
Coffee is officially closed.
so now we were telling people, I'm sorry, the coffee shop is closed. Coffee is only going to be available for cigar patrons. And we see that people are going, oh, okay, okay, I'll have a cigar so I can have a coffee. But that's not what we intended. We don't want that you smoke once in a blue moon, and because you want to have a good coffee, you're gonna have a cigar. We don't want that. We don't want four chairs, six chairs with a guy smoking a cigar or two guys smoking a cigars, and then the other four chairs full of people just chit chatting. We don't want that. I want every chair to be with people who enjoy the cigar lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle. We're gonna piss so many people. I know because in the beginning, when I try to make people understand that we don't allow cigarettes in here, oh my god, oh my god, it was like I don't know, saying something
You were Satan.
like I was saying something. I was disrespecting someone. How come if I smoke cigars and my wife smokes cigarettes, she's not going to be allowed to smoke cigarettes? I said,
It
no, sir.
changes the experience for the
No,
cigar
no,
smokers. So no.
sir. We don't allow cigarettes. No, sir. We don't allow pipes. No, sir. We don't allow vaping. Handmade cigars. We went through hell uh, 12 years ago with the whole thing of not allowing cigarettes. I kind of have a feel that we're going to go through the same thing right now, making people understand that the 20 seats in here are to smoke cigars. If you're hanging out with the wife, with the family that is visiting Tampa, and you think of us, we don't serve coffee anymore. Don't bring them because I'm going to be as cut and clear. Guys, the seats available here is to
Smoke
smoke
cigars.
to enjoy a cigar. So
Which
I know how many reviews, 1-star review I'm gonna get. I know everything that I'm gonna go through it right now, but it's gonna be to better the experience. To better the experience. Cigars bring people together. People that we are like minded, so I want those people to meet here, even if you don't know each other, because we are attractive for the same things that attract people who enjoy cigars. I want every seat to be available for cigar patrons.
smokers.
We are changing the reserve, the private reserve um, landing page. We're going to do a strictly landing page for private reservation.
For
We
cigar smokers only.
we have private reservations just for what days? For
Weekday.
well, when it's not busy, Let's allow reservations of the seating only on the slow times. No, reservation each area the whole week. Want to guarantee that four of you guys, cigar lifestyle individuals, want to come here and to what you want to make sure that the space is about anytime. But it will say there, there that everybody has to be a cigar patron. You're not going to reserve 4, 6 spaces and everybody. If not, the reservation will be canceled and I will refund your money. Simple as that. I went to my competition yesterday. Excellent business. The way they have, upbring the store. The humidor was, we have a beautiful glass humidor, but to get everything organized, to bring it to another level, new brands, to be able to stay competitive. Because going in there to my competition and seeing their humidor, I'm not talking about the size. I'm talking about how everything was organized. It was gorgeous. The drinking areas, lounging area, you know, used to keep. They bringing the experience to another level. Now, when you think of Ybor City, that you want to come and smoke, you come into true bars, cigar lounges. Sterling is doing a hell of a job. So in here, we bring we bring in the same level. The only difference is that when I walked there yesterday, I would say I would say you think it was
What was the
30,
percentage?
20%, 30, 20% of people in there that were just drinking
And where?
and in our neighbor.
Oh, up the road? Yeah.
Think of the people smoking and think of the people around just drinking.
Yeah.
About 30% people were just drinking. Guess what? It's not flying here. It's not flying here. I don't have the space. I'm not into alcohol. I'm not into alcohol. The 20 seats available here is to smoke cigars. A couple came in yesterday, well dressed, nice. The gentleman came in and he sat in the corner, nice chairs that we have right there in a really intimate corner that we have. And Devin's busy, I was busy, but I kind of picked because when you become an entrepreneur, besides developing seeing around the corner, when you become a passionate entrepreneur, you don't remember nothing of last week. Last week, my wife asked me something about last week, and I can't remember anything because we live in the future. We live in the future. So, besides developing being in the future, I don't know if it's good or bad. It's something that we have to develop to see things coming when other people not realize that there's coming. We also develop a 365-degree vision. We walk looking forward and we scan everything that is going on around. We see a little paper on the floor. We see a chair that moved not the way we like it. That we developed that. So I saw the guy, 10 minutes went by, and after 10 minutes, I went, approached him, and I said, "Sir, you need help?" And he said, "No, no, I'm okay. I'm waiting for someone." I said, "Okay." Automatically, my brain, I don't know how, went into the future and saw around the corner. If someone is here waiting for someone, if I'm waiting for someone here, the first thing I'm going to do is get a cigar, light up my cigar, and wait for someone with a cigar lead. No, no, this individual is different. So 20 minutes later, after 30 minutes of sitting on my premium area, waiting for someone that, let's say this place, but the gentleman was waiting for someone on $600 each. He was waiting for someone for 30 minutes. And I wanted to be polite. The really beautiful lady. Hey, nice. Now they're gonna light up cigars. Devin was coming into the office, the humidor, and before he got to the humidor, when he opened the door, I said, Devin, if they're here just to drink, oh yes, bossman. I don't know. I probably have a. The gentleman got up, went to Devin, and said, "Can we order 2 glasses of wine?" Devin said, "This is a cigar lounge." Oh, but we don't smoke for here. We have drink of wine here. And Devin said, "No, sir. Administration has changed, and they stand up and left. I guess they're, mature individuals. Some other people, they're gonna give me a 1-star review. I don't care. I don't care. This place is to enjoy a handmade cigar. You want to add something to my crystal ball?
You- You're you're so passionate right now.
I
Like
am. I am. What can I say? What can I say? I love what I do. The gentlemen that were here before, he stroked me a question that I was like, man, this guy really went deep inside of me. He asked me, he's asking me right now, the president. So, do you have days off? I said, no. Uh, you work every day? Yes, I work every day. He said, wow, what do you do for fun? It took me like 6 seconds to go, what do I do for fun? Work.
this is what he does for fun.
This is what I
Cigar.
do for fun. I don't know. He says, well, you don't want to get to the time that you got to go and go, man, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. Sometimes I think of that. But again, I reflect with a good cigar and I go, I wouldn't change anything. I have so much purpose. I have so much in my life that, and I think I keep a good balance. That whenever I feel like, there's the need to have fun, there's someone already ahead of me. And she says, we got to go on vacation. I have
But
fun.
and see, to add to that, I think you're talking about, or he's talking about the moment we're living in right now. Because of course we haven't had a day off. I mean, I have taken a couple because the kids, of course, they need to go to sports and help with school and all that stuff. As you know, my kids are homeschooled, and so I gotta keep a balance at the house as well. But like, um, it's
Steve,
it's never really like this where he doesn't really take a day off.
I'll buy
And
you with a water
our mentality
Perrier,
is
Perrier,
always
a sparkling
we have to
Perrier.
keep a good balance because we don't want to wait. And this is precisely the conversation we were having. They're both retired. One of them has retired 3 times, the military, and then he was an
Active police
an
officer.
active police officer, and
Thank you,
then
sir.
did something else. And of course, um, they retired, so they have a different schedule. They have a different way of seeing things. We are doing everything we want to do as we're working our business. So this is just a different moment that we're living right now, where you're spending pretty much every single day at the shop. You're here before they open. You're here pretty much at the time of closing or a little before. Sometimes you stayed here late when you have to do, changes and all that stuff. So this is the moment we have to be here, like 100% of the time because of the changes, because of management, all that. We're kind of restructuring everything. So, but it's this is usually what he does for fun.
No, and I told them because he asked me, and I said, well, fun for me right now is this what we're doing right now. You guys came here for the first time because you were online customers, you in Ocala, and you took the chance to drive all the way down to meet the shop, to see the shop where you ordering online. And guess what? The owner is there. The owners are there. It's not a coincidence. It's having fun right now. Listen to about softball and how good it was Robert and what was the other
Jeff,
gentleman? Jeff. how Jeff trained softball teams, and I was loving it. I was loving it. I was having fun. I know that tonight when I'm in bed, when I take a shower and I throw my phone away and I trying to unplug, my brain is gonna be digesting such a great conversation we had.
Great
That's
people.
fun for
Great
me.
people.
People often ask me, Yanko, how do you come up with those ideas? I guess having fun with my brain. Having fun with my brain. That's how I come up with those ideas. I'm pretty conservative. I like to get bored. I like to be off the phone and just, because I did it a lot when I was a kid. I did a lot when I was a kid. And I guess just stick with me. I love to observe. I love to watch people. I enjoy a lot. Now I'm enjoying it a lot more. Before I was really stressed. I said, when this feeling that they're gonna deport me is gonna go away. Huh? Because before everything that is going on right now with ICE and bringing people back to their home and all that stuff, before that, me going into an airport, it was scary because when I was trying to escape from Cuba, I remember that I was close to 45 days before turning 15, and that was military age. I couldn't leave, and there were some problems with my paperwork and this and that, and I guess the government was trying to hold my paperwork so I would turn into those 45 days. So I had nightmares even to be on the plane and government to go in and pick me up from the plane and go, no, you can't go, you're too close to the 45 days. So for 20 years that every once in a while I was in a plane or airports, I got those fears. I guess what? I've been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth so many times to Nicaragua that I those fears are gone, and now I get to enjoy it. I hide my phone and I just look at people, and I come up with some ideas at the airport that I go, wow, it's just watching people, looking with the eyes, looking outside, but really I'm looking inside. Inside, it's time for me to reflect. To I wish they can allow me to light up a cigar in the airport, but it's not allowed. And I'm
Beautiful.
gonna light up a Corona Gorda. Corona Gorda. It took some time to get to the right balance, and I have said this, for quite some time. It is at the perfect timing. At the perfect timing. I started the day with a Padron. I can't remember the series or the name. It was a $19 cigar that I bought at my neighbor's. I bought two Padrons, and the 62 series, 64 series. I bought one of those. I'm gonna have that one for later, and I have one that was $19. I can't remember what it is. And I was smoking the $19, and with all the respect that Padron has from me because he's my biggest mentor in this industry, I said, man, my Neros, my my momentums can compete with this $19. You know, I don't know about the 62, the 64. I'm sorry, the 64, but the $19 one, please, for breakfast. But I had it. I was trying to calibrate my palate. I wanted to see what my mentor is doing. Now that he's gone, that is George Padron who took over. I always once in a while want to check how they doing. I tell you what, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. It was that old Nicaraguan tobacco that most of the time it can it can make my palate uncomfortable. I'm gonna leave it at
So again, we're 1 week away from our brunch and burn, the first one of the brunch series, which we're gonna start next weekend, June 7th, and we're gonna first Sunday of every month. We're gonna have our first one. You get enjoy your own cigar, and you get to enjoy brunch on us. So keep it in mind. If you're in the area, come by, visit us, buy and enjoy your cigar, and have lunch on us, brunch.
So how? Remind me again. How is it? People go to the counter, buy their drink, their coffee, their drink and their beverage and their cigar, and they're be giving instead of ticket, they will give you a plate with utensils. So you go to the counter, you buy your cigar, your drink, they
Nice.
hand you a plate and utensil. Why are we gonna waste the ticket? I can't give you the plate and the utensils. Huh?
So that's pretty much how we're going to do it. With you know, food has been a bit, so we're trying to enjoy it as a customer appreciation.
Let me
But
take.
you buy your cigar, you enjoy it, and you get brunch on that.
Let me. This was year customer appreciation. Things like happen because it happens. It happens, and we just want to find a better that because been here individuals that they know we exist because of social media. They show up that day with all their to the customer appreciation. Got the free cigar and the food. So we're trying to avoid that. We're doing the food or true on Sunday, buy a cigar, buy a drink, a beverage for those customers. I don't want everybody that is seeing these on social media just to show up for the freebies. Simple.
We're trying to have that's the way we're gonna do it. So next Sunday, June 7th, I will keep posting um, advertising or flyers on that, so you don't forget it. And I'm trying to have this event every single month, easy to remember, first Sunday of every month. So hopefully it will get momentum, and we can have it a good crowd, and we can continue. Look, what other? Oh yeah, well, the Colombian jerseys. In case you're wondering, this guy's married to a Colombian. We're about to start the Soccer World Cup, and of course, I'm a true fanatic. So that's probably the only time I actually watch games, and every 4 years when then and every now and again when they're doing the preliminary games. But I enjoy the World Cup, and also there was today they have elections in my country in Colombia for president, and I it was one of those things that I felt the need to go. I have dual citizenship, of course. I American, been in the States for 25 years. Actually, this month was 25 years. And I lived in Colombia for 18, and my entire family lives in Colombia. So I am still very well connected. But yeah, I told my kids and Yanko, let's all dress up and go. And we were there. The lines were like out the door. And some lady told me, you better have water because the sun is brutal.
Yeah,
And
it's
if you're
hot.
gonna be here for at least 2 hours. I was there for about 15 minutes. My table where I had to do it, it was empty. So the line was like they brought me to the front and there was three people in front of me. It was just meant to happen because we took the entire family for breakfast, the kids and Yanko, and we went there. So we got there at noon. The sun was like up there and it had just sprinkled a little bit. So it was like super foggy, super humid, and super hot. I'm like, if I have to stand, I told him he dropped us off and he went to park the car. I'm like, just bring the umbrellas because the sun is gonna be brutal. And no, I was like, don't even bother. Um, that's what I did it with the Colombian jersey. The kids were too. So
I guess I don't know. You were VIP because the line it was long.
it was long. It was
When I
really long.
got into the parking lot, you already texted me.
Yeah.
But you know me, I'm not a phone guy. If people, oh, yeah, but you don't answer your phone. Man, I wish I had no phone. I wish I had no phone. I don't like to be attached to it. I'm not that guy that I walk into a room and I get the phone to see if I was allowed to walk into the room or to see if anybody's calling me. I walk in the room and I look around and I get lost. And I hate sometimes when I'm in the middle of something, I'm working on a design with my good cousin Abdallah. When I'm working with the guys down there in Nicaragua, I'm paying attention to WhatsApp. And sometimes it gets me. Sometimes I can hear vibrating or whatever, and I'm going into somewhere, and I pick the phone right away that I want walk into the place, and I go, no, Yanko, no, it can wait. I put it back in my pocket. No, same thing at the gym. No, I hit the playlist that I'm gonna listen to it, and my put my phone on whatever. I'm here to do exercise. I'm not here. Nobody. It's working at 6:30 a.m. when I'm at the gym. No one. So, and I see all the influencers, on the phone, and who's talking to them so early? What? So why I was saying that?
Because we were, I text you when you were parking the car. Like I
Oh,
was gonna be in and out.
thank you.
I
You
couldn't
see,
go in with the
you
kids.
see, I'm
The
in the
kids had to
future.
stay inside the building though, not under the sun. But they had to stay like in a corner. They had a group of kids. I'm
So
like,
I walked to the end of the line. It was all around the building. I said, "Oh my God!"
we're gonna
And,
be here forever.
and I was already looking at the trees with nice shade, so I can finish my padrón under the tree. But when I'm looking and I don't see them at the end of the line, I said, "Let me check my phone." And when I checked the phone, no, no, I'm on table 15. There's nobody here. I said, "Oh my God, my wife is VIP. I love it." So it was easy peasy,
Yeah,
easy peasy.
it was a bit like about half an hour from here towards the airport.
It
But
was
yeah, I
easy
did my
peasy.
part, and we're gonna wait to see the results later on. But anyways, that's why we're dressed like this. And of course, in the spirits of the soccer World Cup, we just he kind of goes along with he's not into sports. This is his sport, his hobby, his passion, his everything. I'm the one. My son plays soccer, so we watch the games together, and yeah, we get to enjoy that. But anyways, we're just
I
gonna
was
keep it.
that I was that kind of a young guy that I had a hard time to understand when people were obsessed with their craft. But usually the people that I met in Miami when I was young, they were obsessed with their craft. All they did was talk about their craft. I felt sorry for them. I said, man, they don't have life. They don't have a life. It's all. But if it was a general contractor, their projects, they were those. When I used to go and do the rain gutters at the houses, the properties that were done in Miami Beach, and everything, I said, man, probably his house didn't look like that, but it was his craft. He's so proud every time he would finish. And I'm talking about someone there. It was meant something to me. He was an asshole, but he was. When he would finish a property, one of
You're
those.
not sugarcoating
Yeah,
anything today,
no, no. When he would finish those custom houses and they would call me to do the rain gutters, I was like, wow. Does someone has to sacrifice all day, all the time for this finished product to be so magnificent? And then I learned through the years that he wasn't sacrificing anything, that he was enjoying every second of the process. And that's where people get confused with me. Oh, yeah, but you didn't do it. I love it. And when you guys out in light and smoke, and you go, wow, that's it. But what do you do? But how you?
You do have fun. This is your fun.
I'm proud, and I wouldn't change a bit.
Great.
You can't. Right now that I'm turning 48 year 48. I'm finishing my 40.
Yeah, we were having that this. I don't know in England, clients that I met, and get they were celebrating their kid's 10th or something. They were like, no, she just turned and in whenever month here. And then if you think about it, he will be 48 August, already living his 48th year. When he turns 48, then he's gonna start living his 49th year. They don't they be like in England you'll be 48.
16 years that I've been in this industry, you can buy. Experience that I've gained on those 16 years, you can pay for that. There's no money because you can own me. You can't own me. I'm not for sale, and I will never be for sale. The life I wouldn't change sold to someone to tell me how to do things and how he want things to be done. That amount of experience on those 16 years, and I feel I'm in the beginning. I'm in the beginning. So, and then I'm having a conversation, and I kind of get the feel because they can Netflix serious so and so is really nice. And he goes home and start watching the series or the movie. They kind of have a sense that that's how business work. I tell them you can buy experience. Experience is nothing more than accumulations of many mistakes through years of going at it. Many mistakes. I haven't heard of anybody that jumped on the bicycle and just started riding bicycle. They have felt many times to learn how to ride that bicycle. It's the same thing, just something.
Mhm. It's a trial and error.
Trying to. And I'm at a point in my life that everything that I change, I touch, or I do, it is on my own little world is successful because of the experience that I have gained, because I learned my clientele, because I know what they're looking for. So right now, anything that I touch is success.
You like the God Midas. Everything you touch turns into gold.
I don't know if it turns into gold, but people love it. People love it. Um, Probably I have a cult. So that is being the 16 years at it, paying attention and not being driven by money. Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you. Enjoy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very much.
much. And it's unscripted.
Very inspiring.
It's this is
I'm having fun.
we're not waiting until we retire because we're doing it.
Who wants to retire having so much fun in this industry?
He's already looking into his,
Yeah, yeah.
and this is the one thing I absolutely miss when when I stepped away from real estate. It was the client, on a Nicaraguan manufacturing. Um, like because you're in the process, You don't get you don't get this people come in and out, and then you get to hear stories and share and sit down with people that have just a pool of knowledge of you know it's right when we're in Nicaragua. We have great things, but that's the one part that we absolutely miss. In Nicaragua, we get to team of, but it's the like this retail part where people come in and out and they come and talk to you.
Cigar, cigars ethic. How are you gonna come into a lounge with a cigar? There was two gentlemen came in yesterday. They grabbed the cigars. Devin already at the counter, ready to pay for a cigar, and the older gentleman asked for a bourbon. Sir, we're really sorry. That because we're in a transition, going away from coffee. We don't, alcohol yet. And they said, well, but we want a bourbon. I said, I completely understand. Please just leave. Wouldn't be nice to go to cigars and go to King Corona. Oh, thank you very much. How you gonna come? Can I have a coffee? No, not coffee. No drink. No. And now for once, in the middle.
Putting the hammer down. Anywho, we're gonna keep it short. We got some things to do, but guys, we appreciate your time. Thank you your support for. Again, this guy's not really into the phone, but I always read the messages. I always, of course, bring it to his attention. Thank you for everything that you guys do for us, for supporting us, for watching our videos. And again, we hope to see you next Sunday um, here for brunch and burn.
And let me share something with you. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. That I remember, this is the only life that I'm experiencing right now. So make it count. Smoke good cigars. Spend time with your friends. Stop time. Think there's some things that they can wait. Spend time with your friends. I'm talking to you guys in the cigar lifestyle. Don't feel bad because you leaving things behind or you gotta fix something at the house, but you always hanging out with the guys. That's the only experience that we're gonna take when we leave. And I don't know. I want to go to heaven. They said it's really nice. You don't pay rent. I love it. But I don't know. I don't know if it's guaranteed. So enjoy this one.
Right.
Enjoy this one. My name is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, where we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. Happy Sunday.
Thank you, guys. And let's turn the camera around so they can
Please, do so. One by one. One first and the other one later.
Okay. See, this is what he's talking about. We're redesigning the landing page, and this is what you will see to guarantee cigar smokers. And coffee's already closed officially.
Good. How you doing?
you guys.
Huh? Oh, God.